Welcome back, everyone, to another segment of The MCR. Mac and me. My name's TJ, just two regular seasoned gentlemen from the Great Lakes state of Michigan, uh, with our latest rants and thoughts and whatever else you want to, however else you want to define it. In this segment, we're compelled to share our thoughts on the latest events involving our great Vice President, Kamala Harris. Last week, I'm sure everyone heard about the prisoner exchange that the U.S. had with Russia. I saw one news report define it as complex. And it's President Trump's suspicion that the reason it's complex is because we basically gave Russia everything they wanted for three three unfortunate souls in return. I say unfortunate souls. I mean, we're we're giving back to Russia truly bad men for people that just got snared up. Low level pawns, you could even say.
And it'll happen again because whenever you pay the bully, then he's going to do it again.
I'm throwing all that in as a side note because that's not exactly what I wanted to talk about, but it was the lead up to President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris were at the tarmac upon their arrival, which is proper. Well, got to give credit where credit's due. Them meeting them and receiving them at the tarmac is the proper thing to do. President Biden makes a very short statement. And if you watch the video, Kamala Harris is about one or two steps behind him. Okay. And then after Biden says what he says, she steps forward into the spotlight and commences to make a statement. And I'd like to share this statement with you. The statement reads, "This is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that results in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances." And I thought, what? Aside from the thought of, in the grammatical sense, you could say that's a run-on sentence. Okay.
Well, you know what it brings to my mind? It brings to my mind back when you were in school, whatever grade school, middle school, high school, and you got an assignment where you had to write 1,000-word essay, and you give it your all, and you get there and you only got 800 words. And then, so man, I got to come up with another 200 words. That's what it sounds like she's doing there.
Yeah, she used the word understand 3 times, diplomacy twice, and then strength or strengthening twice.
I heard significant a couple of times.
In a very long run-on sentence. I read that sentence to my wife because I was kind of curious, what she thought of this, and she goes, "What? Read that to me again." And I read it to her a second time. She goes, "That's a whole lot of understanding going on there."
Yeah, I don't understand all the understanding.
Well, and so in an effort to maybe help our viewing audience here, my thoughts are it is important to understand the strength and understanding, the strength of the importance of this message we wish to convey, so as to strengthen the understanding that everyone can grow stronger. I mean, you talk about gobbledygook,
yep. Double speak is what we used to call it.
You know what? That's exactly what it is. Okay. And after I heard that, then my mind went back to one of her favorite phrases she likes to use in a whole lot of her speeches.
Oh, I think I know what this is going to be.
Oh, yeah. What can be unburdened by what has been? Oh, what does that all mean? I mean,
let me tell you what I think it means. I think it means that now that we've had our chains removed, now we can really get some stuff done.
Well, you got what has been, which is past tense.
All right.
What can be, future sense.
Which is what they want to do, right?
So you want to take the past tense to unburden present tense for what can be future tense, And I suppose you could say whatever happened in the past will help you with whatever it is you want to be. You know what? I don't. What the heck is she saying
Well,
there?
I think she might be applying it in this way. Right now, I mean, they haven't been able to do what they want with their communist Marxist ways, and they're going to be unburdened by taking care of the Supreme Court like they want to, like in a video I did this last week, just overrule them and put term limits on them, none of which is constitutional, by the way, and the court will rule it's unconstitutional. Although I got to wonder who on the court would vote to stack the court in their favor. And those people ought to be impeached once they do that. But hey, I think that's what they're talking about. Once we get all these rules out of the way, we can do what we want.
We'll be unburdened for what we can be.
Right, exactly. They won't be burdened by the law or rules or, Democrats love to change, move the goalposts. That's how they unburden them.
For me, it's clear as the noonday sun.
Well, most of what she says is as clear as mud.
Exactly. One final thought on this whole topic of her modus operandi. We'll say everyone's taken exception to her being referred to as a DEI hire. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard something about this, and then I saw a news article about this. Well, if she doesn't want to be referred to as a DEI hire, perhaps we can, and maybe this is what she wants to be unburdened by the way. She used to be the mistress to the San Francisco mayor, Willie Brown. Right. Back in 2020, there was a San Francisco Chronicle article where he confesses that given his affair with her, his extramarital affair with Kamala Harris, that she got her very first official state job, which would lead her to becoming the state attorney general, I think it was, or something.
Right.
And
then eventually United States senator.
And then eventually the vice president, and who knows? And so now what can be? Maybe she's unburdened with the whole mistress thing. So now she can be whatever it is she wants to be now. I don't know, man. But this is just crazy. So anyways, those are my thoughts, and maybe I'll grow stronger in the strength of understanding all this nonsense, whatever.
Well, I would tell you good luck with that. And if you do, explain it to me, because that word salad sure didn't do it.
To give you the PG version, I'd say what the fornication ever, you know. So that's all I got. Any last ranting of yours?
No.
Okay.
When do I ever rant?
Oh, you rant all the time. All right. Okay. Thanks everyone for your support. We'll catch you on the next segment. As always, be safe, watch your six, and don't tread on me.